Hello students, good evening. In this video we are going to see the theory behind these type of questions in which we have to find the percentage of reduced consumption. So in first question, if the price of a commodity is increased by some percent, let's say R%, so it's becoming costlier as compared to the previous rate. And in order to maintain the previous expenditure, we have to reduce the consumption of that commodity. So the question is, by what percentage we have to reduce the consumption of that commodity so as to maintain the previous expenditure. In second question, the price of the same commodity is decreased, so it has become cheaper, and in order to maintain the previous expenditure we start consuming it large quantity. So we have to find by what percentage we have to increase the consumption in order to maintain its expenditure. So let's see the theory behind it first. Okay, so in first question, the price is increased by R%. So let's see the older rates and older consumption. So let's assume few things. Old rate or price per kg, old rate of that commodity, let's take X rupees per kg, and the old consumption, let's say Y kgs. So the old expenditure will be, this is the rate per kg, and this is the consumption. So if the multiplication is the total expenditure, so total bill of that, the kgs consumed. So X into Y rupees. Now the new rates has been increased. So there's an increase by R% in its price, or let's say rate. So new rate of the commodity is X rupees, this is the previous amount, plus R% of X. So this comes to X plus Rx upon 100 rupees. So new rate is 1 plus R upon 100, or if we simplify this further, this is 100 plus R upon 100 rupees. So this is the new rate. Now what will happen to new consumption? So the price has been increased, so the new consumption of that commodity is lesser than the previous one. So by how much it is decreased, we don't know, but we know that the new consumption is less than the previous one. Let's say Z kgs. So the new expenditure is the consumption into the rate, into rate. So new expenditure is X into Z 100 plus R upon 100 rupees. So this is the new amount which we have to pay for this much consumption, and according to the question, the previous expenditure and the new expenditure, they must match. So xy equals to xz 100 plus r upon 100, x goes. So this gives me y equals to z times 100 plus r upon 100. We want the value of z. This z is equal to 100 times y upon 100 plus r. So this 100 is cross multiply in the numerator, and this goes in the denominator. So this is the value of z, and we know that z is less than y. So how much is decreased? How much is decreased? So decreased amount, or the reduced amount, decreased kgs is equal to y minus z, right? So this is the kgs of that commodity which we have to reduce, and the expenditure is same. In order to convert this quantity to percentage, we have to compare this with the original kgs we used to consume. That is the old consumption. So why? So we will compare this with the old consumption. So the fraction of reduced or decreased kgs is y minus z, and it is compared with the old consumption. How to convert this fraction to percentage? Percentage of decrease or reduction in kgs is equal to y minus z upon y into 100 percentage. So what we have to do? We have to just replace the value of the z. So what is z? Z is this. And then we will simplify this. So y minus, instead of z, I will write 100 y upon 100 plus r, whole thing divided by y, into 100 percentage. This is one big fraction. Now this y and this y I am taking out common. So y over here So y over here 1 minus 100 upon 100 plus r, whole thing upon y into 100%. So what I am left with is 1 minus 100 upon 100 plus r, because this is cancelled, into 100%. So after simplifying this, we taking LCM, so I hope this is easy to do, and the final answer is r upon 100 plus r inside bracket. This is the percent of reduction in consumption. So this is the formula. This is the way we derive the formula for that question. And so the particular case for this formula is if the price of sugar is increased by 20%. So the remaining question goes like this: by what percentage we must reduce the consumption of sugar in order to maintain the previous expenditure? So the answer is percentage of reduction in consumption is, you simply write 20 at the place of R, and 100 plus 20, so that's 120 into 100 percentage. So this is 1 by 6, so 100 by 6 percentage. You further divide this and convert into mixed fraction or decimal. So this will be like 50 upon 3, and then you continue further. Anyways, this is the theory behind such type of questions. Now there is second scenario where the price is decreased by R%. I hope you can try this question by your own. Before stopping this video, let's discuss about this. So the things we are going to keep as it is the old rate of commodity X rupees, old consumption is this, and old expenditure is this. So the new rate, instead of this plus, this time there's a decrease in the rate. So this time there is a negative sign. So minus, minus. So here it is minus. And new consumption. If the rate is decreased, we have to increase the consumption in order to maintain the expenditure. So this time it is the opposite sign. Z is greater than. It's cheaper, so we will purchase more to maintain the expenditure. So Z is greater than Y. So here we have negative sign, so minus. Minus. So with this you can continue and you will get the answer. Percentage decrease is equal to R upon 100 minus R into 100%. Thank you everyone.